Hey guys, it's Later Magic here, and game day is tomorrow if your LGS is holding it on time, which I think that's not even an option to not. So yeah, I'm actually going to attend my first game day ever. Usually they hold it when I'm working or I've got something better to do or whatever for like the last 2 years. So this is actually the first time I'm ever going to a game day. So that should be cool. The only problem is, and this is going to sound hilarious to some of you and very ironic, and you're going to laugh, and honestly, I'm laughing, so feel free. I don't think I'm going to do very well at game day because not enough people at my local gaming store net deck. The top two decks in standard right now are so unbelievably beatable. I mean, it's just so obvious what beats them. With the vehicle crewing Mardu garbage, you just tap it down. I mean, they're literally doing half my job for me. They're tapping their creatures to crew it. If they're already tapping half their damn creatures, and then I tap down the frickin' vehicles, Gravity Bomb would shred them, and there's a distinct lack of flyers even in the vehicle, department. I mean, yeah, Heart of Kirin. That's it. I mean, Skyskiff is a joke. The Aether whatever sphere or something, that's decent. Not exactly high on attack power. It's in people's decks. And then, I mean, Smuggler's Copter is now banned. So I could sneak through with, Garrow's Masterpiece, which honestly is bigger than any vehicle anyway. So when I run out of tap spells, there you go. So if everybody and their grandma is running some form of vehicles with very limited control, I would probably play Gravity Bomb or some maybe modified form of it with like Turn Aside and Flicker to save your creatures, or even just sideboard it, which actually that is what's in the sideboard. Also, the deck list, I mean, I don't even have to update it. It's so obvious what from Aether Revolt to throw in. There's that artifact that repetitively taps stuff, so you don't have to worry, oh, I'm running out of cards. And then there's, instead of pay 3, surge 2, tap 1, and draw a card, there's a spell that I think just literally costs 1 and taps a creature. Obviously throw that in instead. It kind of sucks to not get the card draw, kind of hard to keep going, but with the prowess trigger and the damage, it actually is a little bit mathematically better. So that is an option considering the deck is still about $11. I mean, yeah, I would bring it to game day, but it loses to just about everything else. I mean, anybody dumping out servo tokens, you're never going to tap them all. I mean, the best you can do is maybe Engulf the Shore, maybe. I mean, maybe Crush of Tentacles. Those are pretty rough, though. You probably could get away with Rise from the Tides, but 6 is pretty damn high. You get a boatload of zombies, though, and they're a little bit bigger than servos, so it all depends what your LGS is running. Now, people are running all kinds of wacky stuff, but it's all control. I mean, control is just stupid no matter what colors you're playing. In fact, some of my best decks are control right now. Just today, one guy was running white, black, planeswalker, mid-size obnoxious creatures that keep coming back with boatloads of removal, and I mean boatloads. I mean, this is white-black we're talking about. So not a net deck, but not easy to play against. I mean, everybody I'm playing against is removing everything and countering everything. So it's not like, oh, what can I do to play around it? I can't. There's no hexproof. There's no hexproof on spells. Okay, there isn't none, but it's like 1 card and it costs 7. Get over it. There's just, I mean, no matter what you're playing, they're going to remove everything. So it doesn't even freaking matter. So I tried today just spamming dirt cheap creatures, and I didn't have the card draw to keep up with it. And everybody's, oh, anticipate. Oh, look, another removal spell. Let's, draw 2 every upkeep. Oh, look, another removal spell. Oh, let's scry 5. Oh, look, 3 more removal spells. So they were keeping up with my dirt cheap spells and also summoning creatures. I mean, that's ridiculous. And I was running like just 3 1s for 2 and the 2 1 for 1. So it was just like turn 5, you're dead if you don't like drastically do something. Well, people had control, and if they didn't, they drew into it, and if they didn't, they sideboarded into it. Not to mention, the mass removal, but people are trying to fumigate me, and I'm just, selfless spirit, make a stand, both indestructible across the board. It was a good deck, but I won 0 games with it. That's right, 0 games. It was an experiment. It didn't do well online. It didn't do well in person. So screw that deck. I'm not even making a deck tech about it. Also, the deck costs like $60. So assuming your LGS isn't full of net deckers, because honestly, any of my mono blue decks would just shred them. That's what they're built to do. What should you play at game day? If you were only working off of my deck list, which at this point, just play anything. You're not going to win anyway. I mean, the people running the top decks, like I said, they can't be beaten. There is nothing you can do to play around that level of control. You just can't. I mean, Torrential Gear Hulk. Oh, look, another removal, another counterspell. Yay, woohoo. Red, white, blue just can't be beaten right now. It's impossible. But if you wanted the best chance to play around control, I would run maybe a little bit tweaked version of Combat Specialist. That deck, you just can't swing against it. It's so much lifelink, so much first strike, so much removal. And then if they do manage to just wipe your board, stop everything, pin down everything, ice over everything, everything's gone. You probably played Blighted, you probably hit them with so much lifelink you're above 20, and then you've got time to come back. So it at least would give you a chance, I guess, unless decks just run away and get worse as they go. Then you're going to be in trouble. But those decks also come at you pretty damn hard. I would drop it to 1 Gear Shift Ace and run a full 4 Selfless Spirits, though, just because. Oh, and I would definitely put White Flicker in the sideboard, because you're going to need to save your stuff. It seemed to me in casual games between matches that deck just couldn't be stopped no matter what people were playing. So, I don't know. Like I said, it all depends on your LGS's meta, what people are actually playing. But it's just like Kevin said at Rogue Deck Builder. This is the most toxic, unplayable garbage since Cawblade. I mean, we're talking a decade or more, and Standard has never been worse than this. I said it. I believe Travis said it. Kevin said it. Could have sworn I heard Wedge say something about it. It's just you can't build anything. You can't build a damn thing right now, and it's pissing me off. I like to build cool deck ideas, even if they're kind of janky but fun, and I like to build powerful deck ideas. Well, too bad, still loses the control. So, thanks Wizards for completely ruining the game. I was completely correct on my assessment of Aether Revolt. But there is hope, like I said, if everybody's playing the top 2 decks, pull out any of my mono blue decks that I built in the last month and just demolish them. I mean, simple as that. So if that's your LGS, lucky you. But if people are just playing 20 card control, draw, whatever, doesn't even matter what the color mix is at this point, it's just so hard to come up with something. It's almost impossible. So honestly, my actual recommendation is don't even go to game day unless you just want to play for fun. And if they do like win a round, win a booster instead of, finishing the top 5, or there's random drawings or there's free food, just play for fun. I wouldn't bother dropping hundreds of dollars on one of the top net decks just to play a boring, miserable, god-awful mirror match with control. That doesn't sound fun to me. I honestly wish I had something better to say about game day, because once in a while I get kind of excited about it if I have a hot deck, and then, usually it turns out I can't go. But hopefully that little bit of advice helps. The only problem is my Combat Specialist deck is pretty expensive. I think Casella fell to like $7 or $8. Selfless Spirit is now $5 instead of $11. So it's all kind of coming down. A lot of those Eldritch cards are coming down, which is kind of weird because people stopped opening it because of lack of Emrakul being worth anything. But then again, who's opening Kaladesh? Smuggler's Copter is worthless, and there's nothing of value in that set. So, hey, whatever, who knows? I think the fact that Blue-White Spirits tanked because of Reflector Mage, I think that's what's making the Selfless Spirits go down, even though they're modern level good. Stupid people, man. I would have held on to them. I'm holding on to every single copy I own. So if you guys have some clever ideas, something that seems to be working, I would love to hear a short description of it down in the comment section. I think that would help some people out, because with all the decks I built lately, only really 2 of them stand a chance in hell, which is pretty damn bad. I cannot wait for that ban announcement, Wizards, although wasn't it supposed to come out today or something? I don't know. I never looked up specifically what day it was. And are you even planning to attend game day? I'd love to hear about that too. So leave a comment down in the comment section. That's why it's titled as such. And I'll see you guys next video.